This is what you waiting on? You wanna know where it goes? Trash. I murder a rhyme a word at a time. You never heard of a mind that's perverted as mine. You better get rid of that nine. It ain't gonna help. What good's it gonna do against a man that strangled himself? I'm waiting for hell, so anxious as hell. Manson, he's safe in his cell. Should be thankful it's jail. Bruh. Let's go. Eminem. One of the most hype tier lists I'm gonna do ever. I love Eminem. Like, I'm an Eminem head. Ever since Slim Shady LP, I was on Eminem as a little kid listening to him. He's one of the GOATs. He's definitely top 10, if not top 5. I do need to do a top 10 list. Eminem lyrically is one of the best. Eminem sales-wise is one of the best. There's not much bad you can say about Eminem. Even though I think if it was now, if Eminem dropped now, he definitely wouldn't be able to make it, just how sensitive everybody is. But let's get straight into it. YouTube, what's happening? It's your boy Chico. Welcome to Chico's World. Today we doing Eminem. Okay, one of the GOATs. We're gonna start off. If you haven't, make sure you hit that subscribe button for me. All right, let's start with the beginning, when he was selling the album straight out his trunk. Infinite. We might have to put Infinite trash, because it was. He didn't have no singles. This is, I think, before his deal. He was sounding like every New York rapper. I know there was one song he sounded straight like Mobb Deep. Another song he sounded like Nas. Another one sounded like AZ. It's just he was still trying to find himself. And there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes it takes longer to find yourself, or it takes a couple albums to find yourself. This before the Dr. Dre, molded him. But yeah, the album was trash. I would never listen to it. I heard it like once or twice, just because I love Eminem. Yeah, but now we about to get into his career. This is where it all started. My name is. I remember when I seen that. I think I was maybe 5th or 6th grade. I didn't know who he. I didn't even know how to spell his name. I saw the Eminem. I was thinking of something totally different. And then I thought he was Marilyn Manson because he was making fun of him. This is GOAT status. He's gonna have a couple of GOAT statuses in there, but he had Bonnie and Clyde, which is a famous track. Public Service Announcement, which was dope. Role Models is one of my favorite Eminem songs. The beat is so clean, but that's GOAT status. So then we get to the Marshall Mathers LP. I remember I think 7th grade. I remember my girlfriend in 7th grade, she bought me this album. Every song on there is dope. Every song on there is classic. You can't tell me a bad song on the Marshall Mathers LP. There's not one song on there. Criminal was dope. Amityville, Kim. Who doesn't remember? That was a crazy record. Kim, when he talked about killing his girlfriend. I think it's like a sequel to Bonnie and Clyde, but it was dope. The whole album, classic. All right, so we got Eminem Show, another classic. I believe that's the last classic. I gotta remember the other ones, but I think this is the last classic. This was at the height of Eminem. This is where nobody was touching Eminem. It was him, Jay-Z, DMX, not even Nas. Nas was sliding at this time. DMX might have even been sliding around this time. But yeah, this is Cleaning Out My Closet, White America. I think the Haley song. Yeah, my favorite song on this album is the one with Nate Dogg, Till I Collapse. One of the greatest to me, one of the greatest hip hop songs, not just Eminem songs, hip hop songs of all time. Versus Reggie, Jay-Z, Tupac, and Biggie. Nas Corrupt, Andre, and then me. Like, that album, that song right there is so dope, just for hip hop. Like, you can't do nothing but love it. You cannot hate on that song. With Nate Dogg killing it, Till My Bones Collapse, yeah. Like, that's a true hip hop song. All right, so now we're gonna start seeing a little decline in Eminem. Encore. This is where 50 Cent's battling 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐞. I think he had Paper Soldiers on there. Yeah, so he had Mosh, Puke. Puke was a dope song. Just talking about with his girlfriend, how she makes him puke. Just Lose It, I hated that song. That's one of, I think, Eminem's worst songs. I hated Just Lose It. Ass Like That, yeah, he was really reaching straight commercial. Now, Spend Some Time with 50 Cent, like that was a dope song. Mockingbird was on this one. I thought it was on the Eminem Show. So Mockingbird's on this one, which is a dope song. If you haven't heard it, check it out. Encore with 50 Cent, Dr. Dre. Yeah. But this was, to me, the end of the Eminem as we know it. I'm not saying that the other albums are trash, but this is the end of the road for the Eminem that we know. All right, so then we got Recovery. So this was 5 years after Encore. So he went through a whole recovery on drugs. Now you could kind of tell that he was on drugs in the other albums, just how dope it was. This album was dope. This one is good too, but it's not as good as the older ones, which it is. You know, after a while you do digress. And then this is maybe my favorite Eminem album. I'm gonna put this under good. Relapse with 3 a.m. Medicine Ball. Yeah, I love this. I love this album out of all. I enjoy this one the most, which is crazy. I don't understand why I enjoy it the most, because I think Marshall Mathers LP is his greatest album. That one went diamond. I think the Slim Shady LP went diamond also. But I definitely know Marshall Mathers LP, like that broke so many records. Eminem with Relapse, my favorite Eminem album. Just the crazy stuff. It sounded like he was back on drugs, which that's how he was trying to do with the show, with the album. All right, so then we got the Marshall Mathers LP2. I'm gonna put this under good. I'm debating on if it's good or all right. The best song on there, this album is the one with Monster with Rihanna. Yeah, so this Monster song broke records. Australia, it went 5 times platinum. Belgium, gold. Canada, 2 times platinum. Denmark, gold. Germany, 3 times gold. Italy, how do you go 3 times gold? Italy, 3 times platinum. Mexico, platinum. New Zealand, double platinum. Sweden, 5 times platinum. Switzerland, platinum. United Kingdom, double platinum. United States, 6 times platinum. And then streaming wise, Denmark, it says 3 times platinum. It's just crazy. Like how much platinum? 5, 7, 10, 12, 17, 19. That's 25 times platinum, which I know in different countries platinum means other things. So in the United States it means 1 million records sold. But in Australia, it only means 350,000 go platinum. So that's kind of crazy, like how it varies. So it sold 6 million in the United States, United Kingdom 1.3 million. It's just crazy. Now they're trying to cancel Eminem because of this song, because he's like, this is why I say he wouldn't make it in today, because everyone's so damn sensitive on artistry. You can't say anything without upsetting somebody, hurting somebody's feelings. Like, so many Karens in the world. It just don't make any sense. But I think the best song on this album was Headlights, because that's kind of him reconciled with his mom. If you haven't heard that song, go check it out. Then he had the song Survival. What other songs he had on? Berserk, Rap God. Rap God was kind of crazy how he was rapping fast. But yeah. So that was a dope album. That's definitely good. I forgot all about that album. It's definitely not all right. That's good. All right, so now we got Revival. This one's all right. All right, so Revival, it had the Walk on Water song with Beyonce, which I hated. I thought that Beyonce like was trash. But that Chloroseptic though with Pressure, that was a dope song. Like I did like that song, how he was going on that. No other songs on this album. Maybe Castles was alright. That was just alright. It wasn't trash. No, I ain't gonna put it in trash. Alright, now we got Kamikaze. Yeah, now we got Kamikaze. Kamikaze was alright. It wasn't nothing special. I think that was where he just dropped it. He had a billboard and it just dropped out of the blue. Now the song I did like was with Joyner Lucas, which "Lucky You," which I think they still play. That was a dope song. Nothing else on this that I even remember listening to. I literally only remember the Joyner Lucas one, which was dope. Joyner Lucas, like that's a dope artist. Like I really like him. But yeah, ain't nothing else to talk about with this album. All right, so now we got "Music to Be Murdered By." You want to know this goes? This is what you waiting on? You want to know where it goes? Trash. I can't tell you one song on this whole album. One. Oh, this had Godzilla with Juice WRLD, which was trash. Yeah, this album was trash. He just needs to retire. He should come out of retirement like sometimes and like do little freestyles every now and then. But as far as albums, like we don't want to hear no more albums from Eminem. Especially that "Music Be Murdered By." That was a ass album. That wasn't Eminem. That to me was the Kingdom Come Jay-Z of Eminem albums. Trash. But anyways, you see what it is. Like these right here are so dope. These GOAT albums, like I love them. I still play them today. Eminem had a hell of a career. He's definitely top 10, if not top 5 of all time. It is not because he's white. Nothing to do because he's white. He's just a dope artist who I think really loves hip hop. He really, you could tell his love for it. That wraps it up for this one. Let me know what you think. Comment below. Did I have anything too high? Did I have anything too low? Like, what do you think about "Music to Be Murdered By"? But let me know. Like, subscribe. We'll be back for more, and I'll holla.